So guys, here it is, the Norco Range A1 2018. I've actually had this bike for around a month now, but I'm wanting to hold this video off again so I get a proper review of the bike and its features. So you're probably wondering, why did I get a new bike? My old Banshee was basically fine and I loved the bike. Well, to make a long story short, the frame cracked. The funny thing is, I don't even know how. I got home one day and I just saw it had cracked. It was probably from the previous ride, which I didn't notice. As soon as the frame cracked, we immediately looked for a new frame rather than getting a new bike because it'd be way more less costly, and the parts I had on my Banshee were already pretty good. So what we eventually came to was this Norco Range A1 that me and my dad bought from a local bike shop for around $800. The frame was actually 1.2, but my dad hustled it down to 800, and I'm really happy with this frame. The main reason is my old bike was more a trail bike, but this bike's like a more enduro, super enduro type of bike. The back travel on this bike is 160mm, which is like way more suited for the stuff I personally like doing, which is more downhill and enduro, rather than the previous 140mm travel. Okay guys, let's talk upgrades, because I know you guys really enjoy that. So when I got the frame, it first came with this kind of budget trail shock. I don't even know if it was meant for the bike originally. And to make a long story short, I rode down a hill. It was a pretty gnarly downhill course, and I blew the seals first try. And I'm not surprised, honestly. Like, the track was pretty sketchy and the shock was more oriented to a trail. I'm pretty sure it's a Fox DPS Performance. It's a pretty bad shock for the riding I'm doing. So what I did is I went on trademe.com and I managed to pick up a double barrel shock, the DPX2 Performance Elite, and I'm really enjoying the shock. It feels way better, it's got more adjustments, and it doesn't heat up as fast, so the squishiness stays the same during the ride. For the forks, this bike's actually meant to have 170mm forks, but unfortunately they're still my 150mm pikes. We were at first going to get them changed to 160mm, but there's no air shafts here in New Zealand, so we have to stick with it. But eventually I'm going to try and make this bike a mullet, a 29 or 160 in the front, to hopefully match that 170 650B in the front, so it keeps the same geometry and stuff. Some other upgrades I did is I also upgraded the handlebars, stem and grips. The main reason I did this is because my stem was really worn out and my handlebars were cut a little bit too short for my liking, and the grips are worn out and they're on my dirt jumper now, which you probably have already seen. We also had to get my back wheel adjusted because the back of this bike is boost and my old Banshee isn't, which was kind of annoying, but that's just how life is. And apart from that, that's basically all the stuff we did. I just slapped on a new frame, got a little bit more parts, and I've basically got a new bike. So let's talk about how this bike feels out on the trails. So I've had a few rides with the new shock and it feels really, really nice. The first thing I noticed was obviously the more travel than my old Banshee. It's just confidence inspiring. It makes me want to go faster, go over routes more faster, and just plow through everything. Obviously, I'm a little bit outshocked with the 150mm in the front, but it's pretty good. It holds up pretty well, and honestly, I don't even really know the difference anyway. I've never really been on a longer travel fork, so the 150 just feels at home for me. Obviously, another thing is this frame is a size large compared to my old size medium Banshee Spitfire. This frame is slightly bigger, and especially when I hopefully mullet it, it should feel like a pretty big bike, and I'm pretty stoked with that because my old bike was a little bit small for me. You know, I'm around 5'9" and I kind of like the larger bikes, and also I'll probably grow into it, so yeah. The bigger brake rotors on this bike as well feels way nicer. I put a 200mm in the front and got that 180 and put it in the back, which made a huge difference, way more braking power, and overall the bike feels way more responsive. Another thing about this bike that I really like is the paint theme. I really like the all grey look, and one side of the bike is in white, the Norco writing, and the other side's black, and I just think they look so sick. Most people don't even notice it until I tell them, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is a pretty short video, And I promise my next video will be, actually biking, because my last video is my dirt jumper, this is my Enduro, but I really wanted to get those two videos out of the way so I can finally make a new video. My next video will probably be trying a mullet, as my dad has a 160mm 29 on the front. I'll see what the difference is with this on the trail and give you guys an analysis. I might also do some more dirt jumping videos, going to the airbag and just shredding overall. And lastly, I want to thank you guys for 500 subscribers. My YouTube channel's been going off crazy lately, and less than a week ago I've gained like 250 subscribers in a week, which is absolutely insane, and I don't know how we're growing so fast, but thank you guys, and that support has really encouraged me to make more videos like this, and it's confidence inspiring. So the more you guys like, subscribe, the faster I'm going to post videos. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be sure to see you guys in a few days.